There's a special kind of pain that comes when you still love someone but know it's time to move on. Even after a breakup or after time has passed, the feelings can still stay. It's not just about losing them, it's about that confusion and emptiness inside you. It's like part of you is still holding on, hoping something will come back, even when it's already gone. The hardest part about letting go isn't the distance between you two, it's the emotions, the memories, the love that once felt like your whole world. It all falls apart, and you're left trying to understand what went wrong. Imagine this. Your heart is like a hand, still holding on to her, even if she's already let go. That tight grip feels like you're trying not to lose her. You keep hoping things might go back to how they used to be. But the truth is, that day probably won't come, and you have to accept that. It's not easy. In fact, it might be the toughest thing you'll ever do. But holding on won't bring her back. It only keeps you stuck overthinking, wishing, and hurting for something that's not real anymore. Society tells us to get over it, like heartbreak has a time limit. But real pain doesn't just vanish. Letting go is messy, painful, and hard. But it's also where your strength begins to grow. Letting go doesn't mean you've failed, it means you're facing reality and choosing to move forward. You deserve more than holding on to something that's already ended. Love doesn't always last. People change. Sometimes love isn't enough to keep two people together, and that's a tough truth. The person you once loved deeply may no longer be the same, and they may no longer want the same things. But moving on doesn't make you weak, it makes you strong. It means you're brave enough to accept the truth. When you let someone go, it feels like losing a part of yourself, but actually you're freeing yourself. Letting go gives you peace. It shows you that your value doesn't come from someone else's love, it comes from within. You were whole before her, and you'll be whole after. It's okay to grieve and feel the loss, but don't let that pain define who you are. Yes, you miss her. You think about her. You wonder if she thinks of you too. That's normal. But the sooner you accept that the past is gone, the sooner you can make peace with the present. Love isn't simple. Healing isn't a straight line. You won't get over it in a set number of days. It's confusing and emotional. But with time, you'll see that this pain is helping you grow. It's shaping you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Ask yourself, when was the last time you looked in the mirror and saw someone worthy of love, just as they are? You deserve that feeling again. And it starts when you stop holding on to someone who isn't part of your future anymore. And remember, you're not alone. Many people are going through the same thing. Heartbreak is universal, but the strength to heal is inside you, not in someone else, not in hoping they'll return. So how do you let go while still loving her? You let go of the idea that she's the source of your happiness. You accept that sometimes people grow apart. You focus on finding yourself again, the person you were before her. You remember that your worth isn't defined by her love. And most importantly, you allow yourself to heal. Cry if you need to. Feel the pain. But don't let it hold you back. Let it push you forward. Over time, the pain will ease. One day you'll look back and realize you made it through. You became stronger. You learned more about love and about yourself. Letting go doesn't mean you lost. It means you've grown. You've become the person you were meant to be. And that's something beautiful. You're not just letting her go, you're freeing yourself. And that's powerful. Healing isn't perfect. Some days will be harder than others, but with each step, you're moving closer to peace and strength. You're making room for something new, even if it's just more self-love. Letting go isn't about giving up on love. It's about choosing yourself. It's about realizing your worth has always been there. You are enough. You deserve peace, joy, and a love that lifts you higher. So breathe. Let yourself feel and let yourself grow. This chapter is just one part of your story, and it's making you stronger. Thanks for being here. If this helped you, share it. Like it. Subscribe. You're not alone. You're healing, growing, and becoming powerful one day at a time. You've got this.